Ooh, Sam killed it.
Me and V said, if you don't know, now they know. Don't know, now they know. I'm gonna go when I go, so you can't catch me if you try. But you blowing on cookie, know I stay getting.
It's the sides.
We're talking about how you smoke.
Because in my mind, it's like, well, you can roll a.
How do you smoke
If I put 2 grams in a
your
joint,
marijuana?
how is a joint? Is the joint paper that make it a joint, or is it a blunt? Because if you putting 1 gram in that little punk ass cigarello,
Right.
and if you can fit a gram in that shit, because they not designed for grams.
So you just arguing on texture. You rather the joint paper to make your blunts than blunt wraps?
Well, I just don't like the paper, like the tobacco papers.
Okay.
I prefer paper, like joint rolling papers.
Rolling paper.
Yeah, but
You
I
just-
don't
you
roll
just throw
joints.
a lot of
I
weed
roll
in there.
blunts in joint paper.
Okay, for sure. And what you
1.5.
Straight
like
L's.
1.5.
so that's blunts.
Yeah.
All right, so
Bleezies, no blunt
How about
wraps.
you?
No blunt wraps. I don't have time for that.
What
That
you
shit
like?
whack.
I don't know. Do you know?
What you like, blunts or joints?
I don't know.
well, I do know.
Blunts or joints? Lay it on us.
From now on, every time we ask you a question, you say I don't know first.
I don't know. But I'm not a flower intaker.
It sound like you've been watching YouTube. I don't do flowers.
No, because it's funny.
You sound like
When
a Karen.
I
I'm an
actually
oil
thought
guy, yeah.
I actually thought when I said flower, I was just making some shit up, and then when people rock
DJ
with it,
Karen
I didn't know
don't know.
that was the real way that people used to say, that grass is flower. I just thought that's what I don't know. This in my brain, it
You
was
didn't
flower.
know you was on point.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I got one, and I created something wrong.
No.
Wrong.
No.
But
Welcome to the community.
a few years back, I was introduced to oil. You can't hear me? Oh, I'm too loud. Too loud. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. I was introduced to oil, and it changed my life. Like, I always, since I was a kid,
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you have.
Changed
and
his life.
I don't want to. I don't want to bring it up. What's this about me? Or no?
let
Or
you
did I
go.
just? Am I paranoid?
Just keep going.
All right. So yeah, a couple of years ago, shout out to my nigga Big John. They was just trying to find some way for me to take weed because I just don't fuck with weed. But oil pen. Long story short, I have an addictive personality, and I just love oil. And I got off the oil for a minute, but I got back on, and it's a good feeling.
But that wasn't the way you started, though, right? Because you're a little older, right? You say you on the way to 40.
No,
What
I've
did
actually
you used to do back in the day?
okay. Well, if we gonna do story time,
Well, I just want to know how you used to get down back in the day. Then just try to see.
Well,
what
first
you
of
like.
all,
Time.
I was 18 when I first got my first apartment by myself. After I got kicked out of my girlfriend's apartment, and my best friend needed
you
somewhere
lived a
to
life
stay.
at 18.
Oh, yeah, I was living
got
it.
kicked out,
Yeah.
and then got an apartment.
For sure. So my best friend, he needed somewhere to stay, and he was a heavy weed smoker. So after a while, what you want? That's it?
Yeah,
After a while,
I see everything.
me drinking all the time, he was always smoking weed. So I hit the weed a couple of times where that was fun to me, to the point where he would go to work and I would need some weed. So I would go to the local gas station because that's where our drug man was at. And I would ask the drug man
For what?
for some drugs. I said, "Do you have $10 worth of drugs?"
Hey, yo,
and,
my man.
and they'll look at me and be like, "Oh nah, I ain't got that." So I would have to wait till my roommate come home and we go to the same liquor store. And he asked for that nickel bag or that dime, and we get weed. And I'm like, "Bitch, I just asked you.
You was asking
hours
for
ago.
drugs.
I did it because it's drugs to me.
Son, you can't.
I still
ask
judge
nobody,
y'all.
You can't ask nobody for drugs
At all.
It's a drug.
Listen, I don't know no black person who's going to willfully sell you anything that you refer to as a drug.
Correct, and they probably start
And
feeling bad when you
hey.
start asking for that. Like a
Hey.
woman can ask for crack before she can ask for drugs.
Wait,
I got crack. Drugs? I got none of that.
wait. In fairness,
that is real shit.
We don't have no
Oh, I got
drugs.
crack drugs. I don't sell that.
In fairness, if he would have did that to some white people, they would have looked at him like he was the Fed still. Nobody
I
says
don't know.
that.
I don't know.
Nobody is.
Nobody
I just
says
know
That
that
is not a black thing. That is a thing. Okay,
Yeah.
like
Till I start hanging around with more niggas, I realized that was the dumbest shit you could ask for. Hey, bro, you got some drugs? Nigga,
You
what?
sound worse than the white people
me?
that come in the hood looking for the drugs.
Dog, worse. You right.
Oh,
Because
this
they
nigga
spend
a
about
cop.
$30 for a nickel bag. But at least they asked for a nickel bag.
he a cop.
They just thought it was
He a
$30.
cop.
But yeah, but I only did that for about a month or so when I was 18. No, about 2 months. What's so funny?
White people will pull up on you at the gas station. You will be like, "Y'all want some drugs?" And they'll pull off.
Right. No.
He's
Daddy
a
won't
cop.
hear this.
He's a cop.
Hey, they in the car like shit. A nigga came down here for some crack. This nigga talking about drugs. Get the fuck out of
But
here.
yeah, I
Get the
swear,
police.
that is definitely not the thing you asked for
Oh shit.
in the neighborhood. And I was on Linwood, dog.
Oh god.
On top. I was on Linwood. I swear to God. I said, "Hey, bro, you got some drugs?"
So he was like kryptonite out there chilling on the wood. Like,
If you from the D, you know where Linwood
I
at.
know what this nigga talking about.
You know where Linwood
Was
at.
in my hood.
He on Linwood asking for drugs.
Linwood and Davidson, my nigga, right around there. I swear to
Nigga,
God.
nigga.
Asking for drugs at the liquor store, and they looked at me.
The niggas,
Nah.
the niggas with the bean pies and fruits wouldn't sell you they shit. If
Hell no.
he's a cop.
But no, it definitely fucked me up. But so I tried to do the flower for a while, but just regular weed made me paranoid for some reason. But I definitely fuck with oil, and I don't know why I'm being so honest. Birthday tomorrow, but yeah, we all get down. That's my preference. What's your preference?
Everybody say a little happy birthday to DJ. I don't know, aka gibberish.
There you go.
Actually, it should be OKA, only known as gibberish 9396.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm about to start OKA after your name.
So, okay, I got a friend. His name is Big John. That nigga consumes everything. He cool with it. Maybe. He do wax, oil,
Off top.
gas mask, like all those things. Like if I ever got into it like hard, I think the gas
only way to
mask
do
would
it.
be something I would really fuck with on them. Like,
It's a bit much.
Oh yeah.
is it?
You gotta
It'll
work
fuck-
your way up.
Dog.
See, let me tell you, your whole problem is you never did it consistently enough to stop the paranoia, to get over the paranoia part. You never got used to being
Yeah,
high.
because I
You got to get used to it.
don't want to get past that mountain. I didn't know that was a
Don't.
mountain that you could like
Don't.
overcome.
Once,
Yes.
Once you over that,
I've
hill, it's
never
over.
been paranoid.
You smoke weed for the rest of your life. After
See,
that.
I feel like if I ever got past that, I would be a stronger weed smoker than y'all because I would like to do the gas mask. Like,
you got too much.
dog,
We do the gas mask. We just don't
y'all
do
don't
it
do
all the
gas masks.
time.
Y'all scared of the gas
Son,
mask.
That's like
you ain't
every
got enough years
time.
in your life to catch up.
You right.
Listen,
You
listen.
right. I don't want to catch up, but you
don't.
definitely right. But if I
We
did,
don't-
it'll be over. I
we
swear
don't
to
take
God.
shots
You
all
can
the
live
time.
to 80 and smoke every day.
Hold on.
Oh, another way, edibles.
We don't take.
I want to. I secretly want to try that.
Well, we can.
Oh, yeah.
It's no different than the way we drink. We
Son,
don't drink
no,
shots
you ain't
every time.
No, I'm not.
We don't
'Cause
drink
John
shots
look-
every time.
How
Not
he
every
ate your edible? It made me know. Oh,
We have.
I'm out.
We'll
Yeah.
make drinks. You'll do Boilermakers sometimes. Sometimes we do shots.
They have it in a drink form too.
I mean, all I'm saying is there are different ways to do weed. I don't understand why you limit yourself to just one.
And, hey, just to be
Because that's the only one that treat me right.
Just to be like
The other one don't not
politically
treat you
correct,
right.
it's
This
not
one gets
just
you higher.
weed. There's different ways to consume THC,
Okay.
Marijuana.
So is it
cannabinoids. Because
Is it that you consumed? Is it
Weed is weed. THC is on weed. That's just
In
being,
weed.
that's for the culture and for the people in the
It's
community.
in weed, not
It's
on
in
it.
weed.
It's not like
it's
salt.
it's on and
in
in
it.
weed. It's both.
so? As an oil pen, am I smoking? Am I handling
You're not
weed or just
smoking weed. You're
THC?
smoking. You're partaking in THC
So I'm still not a weed smoker.
because it's
Or
weed.
weed
Listen,
in
No,
it's-
you're not a weed smoker.
There's actually cannabinoids in your body already. It's just so low that your receptors don't partake into it. It's just- that's why when you smoke weed, it gives you certain effects, like different kind of weeds. Even if, I don't know if you ever noticed or paid attention, different kinds of pens gonna give you a different kind of effect.
Well, I thought it was like sativa and what's
It
the other
is,
one?
but sometimes
It's not just that,
A
though.
lot of shit is hybrid. So
hybrid sativas and what's the third one?
indica.
Indica.
Yeah,
There you
it's a lot more to it than that.
It's
but
deeper than that?
It's deeper than that, but that's foundation.
Okay.
You good with that?
Cause
You're not wrong.
I find that I like sativa pens, the more energetic, hyper type shit.
Because they don't.
I feel like indica, they say, it stress you out, or not stress you out, but it's more sleepy, tired, whatever.
Physical effects.
Yeah, and then a hybrid is just up and down, which is weird. I don't want that.
A little bit of both, depending on which one you get.
But yeah, I
don't
definitely
want that.
fuck with the sativa more. Like,
lit.
So sativa weed is a weed grain that is just like this is a sativa blunt.
No, it's more or less.
This is a sativa strand of weed,
No, because I want to give you
or
something better
indica
than that.
strand of weed, or a hybrid strand of weed.
If you take the effects, that's what pretty much the sativa effects are more of the a more cerebral high. Like you get it hit your mind, it hit your head. Like most of your thinking gonna be like I said, most of the weed and weed products you get is gonna be hybrid. So it's like you gonna get a little bit of both. Sometimes you might get a little bit more of one. Sometimes you might get a little less, or vice versa and shit. It just depends on what you're dealing with and shit. Okay. There's so many different ones. It's like, well, fuck it, ain't nobody paying attention until you paying attention. Because like you said, you like the sativa more. So when you go into a shop or something, you would request sativa. So then you get to deal with something more aligned to sativa, because you can get you a pure sativa as opposed to a hybrid and shit. Because it ain't like a lot of pure ones left like that, but it's some of them that's dominantly sativa. So you're going to get more of those effects as opposed to being
It's gonna be a mixture, but one will be more predominantly in that.
And that's just, that just goes with the education on knowing about how it works and shit, because it's a lot of information.
You
out
just
there
read
that-
the back of the box.
Not even, you got to understand what you're reading.
You
though.
got ingredients.
That's like saying
It's
you
a
read
percentage on
a
it.
biochemistry
Because
book.
like you could read hybrid and I know what the fuck. I mean,
I can
when
say
you
the
get-
words.
Gotta
I
know
can
what
read
hybrid
it,
means.
but
Yeah,
I-
you gotta kinda
From
know
the
what that is.
natural.
My bad.
No, yeah, so
We'll
you
get my
see
birthday
hybrid.
drink.
going on.
Yes,
I'm just glad you started watching movies high that you should have watched high the first time that you didn't.
With me,
You're not really watching them high. You got to smoke weed. Until you get a real tolerance for weed, bro, you don't. High
but
ain't
I
real
be
close.
high off the oil pen.
And that's
Not
the
for
thing.
real.
You gonna be high when
real,
you
though.
smoke.
Now
you
Like,
gonna be a hoe.
see,
gonna be a
you
hoe.
know what the problem
You
with
gonna be a
that
hoe though,
is?
bro?
It don't, 'cause
All right, I don't want to digress into the smoking weed part again, but
Yeah, because now you trying to like.
no, I'm not.
promote.
I ain't never gonna
weed
try to
smoke.
get you to smoke weed, because I understand. Like, look, if you gonna do it, you gonna do it.
I ain't gonna try to get
You
them
do
to.
what you do, do
It
you,
just
player?
bothers me.
I would never
I
get
think
niggas.
I think
listen.
it's more of a like gaggy, not to be religious, but gaggy what you can handle. And I have a real addictive personality that I would be having weed.
Okay,
daily,
cool.
Like,
I
hard.
would
That
accept
shit
that.
And
weak
it's
as
strong.
hell.
We all have addictive
That's
personalities.
weak as hell.
Do we?
That's human nature. Addictive. Anybody's gonna be addicted
Well,
to something that makes them feel good.
No, fuck that.
You haven't got to the point where we make you feel good or where you
So
appreciate
do y'all
it.
control it better, or is it?
We have a tolerance. You don't have a tolerance. You don't understand what's going on with yourself yet, so it don't feel good. You more scared than you are enjoying the high because you ain't experienced enough. This is for any and
Very
everybody.
seldom I'm sober.
Once you get used to getting high,
as being high.
you're only gonna enjoy it. Like it have its ups and downs because
Word.
it do have you over certain shit. But
This is the only
you know,
problem. This is
if
the
it
only
scare
problem.
you, it's because you don't have a tolerance to it. That's it. Period.
He smoke or he won't hit the blunt or joint when it's in rotation.
Okay, next topic, and this is the one we got to get on the other shit. So VERzUZ, we not gonna talk about the E40 and the Too Short
not?
situation because
see that
I have a better one. Just
We didn't
give me
see
my
it.
moment.
It was dope.
Give me my moment.
It only could be.
Give me my moment.
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying it was dope though.
It was dope. It was dope. Oh no, I'm not knocking it. Where you going? We need you for this part.
Bitch.
Oh man, he better go drain the weasel. But and they got a little shout out. So shout out to them. But the battle that I wanted to talk to you about, because we've had a conversation about battles before when we was talking about the Brandy and the Monica situation. The battle that we want to talk about and want to know your feedback on is the Keisha Cole and Ashanti battle that was supposed to happen that is now rescheduled to the beginning of next year. Me and my nigga DJ Please, once again, we agree and we feel like Ashanti will win this. We're not saying that Keisha Cole sings better. We just saying, no. Nigga, last time we talked, I thought you said that you thought Ashanti was going to win.
What I said was she probably will win. But I said neither one of them bitches got enough songs to go 2 rounds.
And
Okay.
that's what we agree at. We
They
both
got-
agree on that.
They got 5 songs, because then
When it comes to a 20-song battle, it was like 20.
It's not about to happen.
Are we adding 10 and 10?
It's not about to happen.
Your 10 versus my 10 equal 20.
They don't have 10.
And then hold on, just one more thing, and I'm out. I want to get your feed. But my thing
already
was,
talked about this, though. You
I
remember
felt
that.
like Ashanti, most of her hits was gonna be with Ja Rule,
Yep. That
and it was like she had to sit there with Keisha Cole and let Ja, cause I'm real the way you like. We'll have to hear that.
not
part.
that one though.
Well, not that part,
Because I think she at least got a part. My argument is the songs where she's solely on the hook. You can't play none of them technically, because them not like it's not your song. It can't be your song. You just on the hook. I don't think you wrote a song just. To
No,
write
it's
yourself a
been
hook.
in some of these verses. They actually, the guy who did the chorus will actually say
It
this
might
one
be
song.
relatively even.
5 songs versus 5 songs.
So to you, let's just
Well, I'm just saying for the songs they gonna play, whatever 20 songs they are, they gonna be relatively equal.
Oh, one more thing before we get your whole answer. Another thing that we both agreed to is that Ashanti has different moods that she could sing about, and she sings. Keisha Cole only has that I'm hurt, I'm sad, Mary J. Blige,
I said that too.
sad. That's what I said. We both agree.
Yep.
That is just like I'm hurt music.
I'm hit. See. That's
So who
if
do you think
listen- that's
who
if
you
listen-
got in that?
That's if you listen to lyrics, because Keisha Cole got up to date beats, and when I say up to date, it's the up tempo R&B. It ain't the slow. Like she got ballad songs too, just like Monica had type shit. Like Ashanti don't really have none of those, as far as I know. Like she might have them on an album somewhere, but shit, as far as I know, she only dropped two.
Foolish.
But in the competition, don't you feel like
Foolish don't count as that?
the well-versed person should win, or do you feel like the one person who got like that's
Because-
her one move?
because
Her
y'all
one
saying
move
that,
is I'm
but
sad.
But I'm like, that's all Ashanti talked about. They talked about the same shit, bro.
Ashanti
No.
was happy.
No,
Cause
What? Because
I'm
I'm real the way
That ain't
you
her
talk.
song.
I think that's Jennifer
That's
Lopez.
that's Jennifer Lopez.
I think she was.
And
supposed to be on that.
I can't go without you, babe.
That's J
That
Lo.
is.
That's J Lo.
That's J Lo.
That ain't.
That's J Lo.
I gotta use the bathroom, and I'm about to check that out.
Yeah, check that out.
And I want to check that
You
out.
want to bet 5?
Check that out first.
But go ahead.
I
Keep on telling
guarantee
us.
that's J Lo.
Okay.
I know. Yeah, I was about to say 100%. Look, he's still trying to sing.
Sorry.
He gonna try to sing it again.
Thank you, DJ. Please. J-Lo. That
He's
one
not
had
the DJ. I keep trying to tell y'all.
That was not it.
Well, go ahead and play that Ja Rule, Ashanti. I'm real. One time for the people.
Like I said, nigga, Ashanti got hers, but it's like, look, Ashanti
Man, she
came
don't have
out
enough,
like
man.
8 years before Keisha Cole did. Damn near.
I don't know about
Years.
that.
I mean, when Keisha Cole came out in 2000 something.
Son, why you gotta have that loud though?
Ashanti is definitely a 90s artist, right?
I don't know.
She's Murder Inc. She had to be late 90s. Late 90s, Ja Rule area, late 90s,
Man,
early 2000s.
she couldn't have been
Keisha
shit till
Cole
about
was after 2005. Can we agree on that?
I can
believe
give
Keisha
you
Cole was
that.
after 2005.
I can give
she
you
had
that.
about a 4 to 5 year run. So
Maybe.
she was up until like 2010.
I
12-ish.
can maybe give you that.
I mean, we could do the research, but this is just off of what I can remember, just if I'm calling it right now. Ashanti's hits are definitely older, so that's always gonna play a factor. Like these were not two women who were relevant at the same time, and that's always a factor. Because Beyonce
But they
and,
the
and
closest
Ashanti
ones.
would have been that's the thing. Because Ashanti and Beyonce is the closer category as far as age ranges. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But we know you can't put Ashanti up
We
against
know that's
Beyonce.
Jennifer Lopez, nigga. You know
Fuck
the
it.
one that
Where,
didn't.
where's the Beyonce Mary J. Blige?
I don't know if that's not.
Well, it's only because I'm
So
like, it's not
2000
many women you can put up against Mary J.
2002 versus 2005.
That's where we at?
02
Did you
was
look that up?
Yes. 02
Okay.
was Ashanti's first album. 05 was Keisha Cole's.
See, but you saying the album, but Ashanti was out 2 years before she dropped her first album because she was on Ja Rule shit.
Brandy was out before Monica for about a year and a half, right?
Yeah.
A couple years actually.
Yeah.
So then we go too.
And
I was
then
trying to
Brand-
just help you.
Brandy was Brandy. And Moesha, and she
Who
was
you got
on.
winning?
She was on.
She was
she
Brandy
on
first.
She was Thea daughter before she was any of them.
Dog, that shit fucked me up
So,
when y'all showed me
I'm
theater.
like,
I couldn't remember
nigga,
that
Brandy
shit.
was in the game. Brandy got
Excuse
nigga child star shit. Like Monica, because I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to say Brandy a
Monica
little bit
won,
older than
though.
Monica. Brandy
But
a little bit older than Monica.
She is,
right?
but Monica won.
Well, I'm just saying.
Let the people tell it, right?
As
No,
to
nigga, Brandy won.
I mean, I said let the people tell it.
I don't fuck about the people.
which we talking about as far as the catalog,
The
or
verses.
we talking about
The verses.
Because I'm like, I would give him a.
Who
draw
this
'cause
nigga
they-
guy winning on the fucking Ashanti Keisha Cole? What did he say?
I already told you I would give it to Keisha Cole just because it's more people who. Because I'm like, for anybody who fuck with Ashanti, they fuck with Keisha Cole shit too. But it might not be vice versa. And I'm like, only because the generational differences. Because I'm like, yeah, that's 3-4 years between the drop. But you got to understand, niggas listening to some shit. What you say, 2000 and 2003, 2005?
2002 was Ashanti's first
That's
album.
2002.
05
That was
was Keisha Cole's first album.
music changed after 05.
Okay, and who would you say sing better, and who would you say have more hits?
Better voice, better singer, Keisha Cole, without hands down. Without
Better,
no
what
contest.
did you say? Better
no
singer?
contest.
Better what?
Period. Better singer, better singles, better songs.
Oh, so you
Keisha
think
Cole got
Keisha-
better
So you
singles,
think
though,
Keisha
right?
Cole's got better hits?
Who I fuck with more? I love Ashanti because I just always had a thing for Ashanti.
Had a thing for Keisha
because
Cole.
she's sweet. But I always fuck.
Brandy
with
was my
Keisha Cole.
sweet girl.
But I always fuck with Keisha Cole because I liked her music.
Okay.
And you can feel her.
I can rock
you
with
feel
that.
her in it.
I-
But
like-
Keisha
like I-
Cole definitely got a better. Keisha Cole probably belong harder than Beyonce. To tell the truth,
What?
you heard what I said.
No, I didn't. What you say?
Keisha Cole might blow a little harder than Beyonce, possibly.
Singing wise?
Yeah,
Blow, because you blow.
vocally, yes. Period.
Word?
Personally, yes.
Oh.
I don't think it's no Beyonce can hit Keisha Cole couldn't. I don't think,
Word.
but they don't sing the same type of song.
Right. So I was about to say, like, it's all
But
about
when
the
you-
writers
but-
and the beat
but-
and all
but-
that shit.
But if we did analyze the same tempo songs along the same cadence line, I would think we would give it to vocally, not the song,
Mm-hmm.
but vocally. I think Keisha Cole might have a little bit higher range. Now, I don't know because Keisha Cole never did the low shit, but I think Keisha Cole got that voice. She had it. I don't know what she got now. Keisha Cole was sweet with that shit, nigga.
all right.
She
So
she could have been a Mariah if if her shit could have got sweeter. She could have been a Mariah. Type
okay,
shit,
so
you feel me?
speaking on Mariah, since we here, we're gonna cut this short soon because I gotta go. But Mariah, you know Ariana Grande, right?
Mm-hmm.
She got a special on Netflix right now, and the Joe Budden podcast, Maul, you know Maul, he was telling them like, "Hey, y'all need to check that out." Ariana Grande is one of the greatest singers that we have, not
we?
just music wise, just
One of the best out right now.
yeah, out. Not even right now. He was saying all together. And
Like singing, right?
what you want?
The drink, but like singing, right?
Yeah, singing. He was saying that, after watching that, he could see that her performance, because performance matters when you singing, especially rapping. Rapping, I hate when y'all just be yelling. And no, rap concerts whack. But
No, they're not. But I know what you're saying.
Okay.
Some of them are.
So, but yeah, he was saying that after watching that documentary of her, he was like, she could really blow. She really got a talent. She got lungs. She could really sing. And they was like knocking him like, dog, why would you say that? Because, she a Nickelodeon star too as well.
Mm-hmm.
But she definitely changed. But from me watching TV just a little bit, people really have they say she can blow. And I've seen her sing a
can.
little bit.
She can.
And I just didn't know, but like niggas are really starting to put her up in that pedestal. And they was like, she was beefing with Mariah Carey at first because for a while people were comparing Mariah like she the next Mariah. Okay. And Mariah wasn't feeling that. So she wasn't giving her no love. And then she was tired of them like, you the next yeah. So for a while when they was like, who's your favorite singer? Mariah was hers at first, if she was being honest. But after a while she had to start saying Whitney, and she just started saying off-brand. Not
She had to
off-brand,
be
but
off-brand with her guns.
yeah, like so. Then Mariah finally, as you get older, you like, all right, fuck it, I respect you. So you know that Christmas song, that Santa Claus, whatever.
Mariah's song, the
Yeah,
most played
the
song
most,
on the fucking radio
yes.
currently.
She had what's her name, Jennifer Hudson. Yeah, Jennifer Hudson and Grande. She finally said, you know what, Grande, I've been hating for a while, and you really can blow. She put on that song, so now they on the remix or the new song of that Christmas Santa Claus shit, whatever. And so, yeah, I was just wondering, to you, have you heard enough, or do you? What's your
She never had an impact that Mariah Carey did. That's
Agreed.
the only thing. It's
I rock
like-
with that.
Like, look, don't try to like. It's one thing if they put you in their shadow, but you don't have to live in it. Don't even deal with it. Like you don't have to get mad.
But how can you overcome that when your
It
only
ain't
fame is?
overcoming, and you just got to do you. You got to keep being great. Like you can't try to outdo that because it ain't the same.
Yeah, you can't
It's not
never
the
be that.
same time. Nobody else was
And
doing
I feel like
what she was doing.
See, and that's what I feel like, kind of like in sports. Like everybody, like who's better than Michael Jordan? Like Kobe is great in his own being. LeBron is great in his own
They
being.
will
You'll never
play
beat
against-
Michael Jordan
they'll
because that's
never-
a different.
They will never play in the league together. We
Yeah,
will never
there's so
know.
much that you
It's
got to
not-
compare where you can
it's-
be like,
that's-
who's the greatest? Like,
That's like saying nobody else is supposed to be great. Like let them be great.
yeah,
That's why it's like
the time frame that you are, you're great.
who else we got to compare them to but other great motherfuckers
That
That's
came
why-
before.
That's why I'm like,
but
it's-
they time wasn't
it's
your
the-
time.
It's the OG's responsibility to pass the torch though, because that's the only thing you can do.
Right.
Is be like, hell yeah, you killing that shit. Keep killing it. Be greater than me and shit. That's it, because that's all you got.
But
left.
I definitely fuck what you just said when you was like, she would never hit the limit of Mariah Carey. Like she would never be a
It'd never mean to us what it meant to us. It'd never mean to the world what it meant.
because
it
we're
happened
in the
already.
time zone
That's
where we get to see
arguable.
both of them.
No.
but off
That's
top,
arguable.
Mariah was Mariah.
You can
Like,
argue
That's
that
arguable.
shit, but
No.
it ain't a real argument. I'm saying
It's
to
a
the
Mariah better
What I'm
Mariah
saying-
better grace like Whitney.
Just
you can't
just wait.
Like who Ariana got?
It
to
was
fight?
never a battle.
Oh, you
feel
talking
on
about
that,
who does
though,
she have to
because it's like
outsing?
who else hitting them bitches like that? It's a few of them who hit some shit, but we don't hear about them because the music industry ain't
we ain't
about
in tune.
good music. It's about sellable.
And like you
music.
said,
Well,
and one
y'all
thing
not
is
in
like
tune.
what make you great is your competition. Like I said once again, what you said, Mariah will always be great because she had to battle people
Listen,
like Whitney.
how many
Who
bitches
the fuck
get
is Ariana fighting?
How
right
many
now?
bitches get compared to Mariah?
Not many.
That's all. It's only a handful of y'all.
It's
And
not
I'm
even a
like,
handful. It's like a couple
I'm-
of fingers.
I'm being nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you right.
It's a couple of bitches. Put yourself in there
She
if you want
could-
to. But
She
they
could
saying
mean
she
more
the
and
next.
do more. than
Because I'm
Mariah
like,
Carey.
look, it's only a true handful of niggas we gonna say was the next Jordan, but they were never gonna be the next Jordan. They only could be themselves. And I'm like, it's ridiculous to put that you know what I'm saying.
Now I got a better question for you because you
have to compare.
You live. You made it real live.
You have
who
to
can
compare.
Who can we say is the next Prince and the next Michael Jackson?
We don't have it yet.
There'll never be.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
no-
will.
of
Listen,
course, we
Chris
know there
will.
will never be no one
Chris,
who's
no,
equivalent to
no.
them.
Sorry, Chris
The
Brown.
new,
Chris Brown.
The new that we
Chris
Chris
Brown.
Brown-
He's
Chris
the closest
for
thing
one.
to it.
Chris Brown will be the
and
Michael
maybe,
Jackson.
maybe
Yep.
the Weeknd.
And
Will be
Weekend will be
Prince.
Prince.
Yeah, you bitch,
Yep.
you know who is who. I ain't gotta tell you
Yep.
shit.
That's
Shout
what
out to my
I'm
nigga
saying.
Ray.
I
Get
take-
it
I
for
take
knowing
that
who my
back.
favorite.
Time out. I take that back because that's a little bit harder than I thought it was. Because Chris Brown and The Weeknd got a lot of similar characteristics because they can interchange. They
can-
both be on Michael
No,
Jackson.
No,
and
Prince-
no,
shit.
Prince don't dance.
They
no.
both.
I will
Prince
give
don't
you.
dance.
Stop talking on the sideline.
Outside
I
of
feel-
vocally.
I
Outside
feel
of
like
vocals.
The Weeknd could be the Prince and Michael Jackson.
No.
Chris Brown can't be Michael Jackson and Prince.
Weekend
How
don't
he
dance.
can't? Weeknd don't dance.
Weeknd
nigga.
don't dance at all.
Weeknd don't dance at all.
He can't be Michael Jackson,
He
period.
only do the music.
So musically, he could be Michael Jackson.
Chris Brown.
Chris
No,
Brown.
that ain't what
Chris
we
Brown
doing.
don't have the
But
ambiance.
that's not what we
Dude,
doing.
He don't have the ambiance
you
of
don't
Prince.
be
That's-
listening to.
That's like separating Michael Jordan's defense from his dunks. Stop doing that.
Have you seen the
What?
Indigo? Have you seen
So you
the
saying?
Indigo?
So you saying
Listen,
Chris Brown could be the equivalent of Prince?
What Prince
Like-
but what
Purple
Prince
Rain, my nigga?
no what Prince
Like-
was will
have you
resemble
seen
what
Heat?
the Weekend
No,
is.
have you seen the Heat video?
What-
You
what-
liking what you see?
Who is this?
Everything about
Is this Chris
Chris
Brown?
That's
Brown
Chris
and
Brown.
Gunna. Everything about it don't need.
Yeah, I seen that.
Did you see his hairstyle? Did you see the cover art?
The
for
hairstyle,
for
no,
that's
the
Prince shit.
aesthetics of you is not going to be Prince.
If you had to
you
name,
I want to see that ambiance.
name
That's
the
what
king of pop.
ambiance
The
is.
aesthetics, he had the aesthetics. He had
Name-
that look of Prince. I give you that, but he didn't have
Listen,
the fucking feel of.
He's not going to
He's
sound
Michael
like
Jackson.
it.
He
But
wants
what
to be
was-
Michael Jackson.
I already said what it
What was
was.
he talking about in that song? You feeling? You looking like that?
Oh,
Son, he
well,
not
the
Prince.
topics. The
Doing-
topics is definitely a
It's-
Prince-worthy
it's
song.
Prince.
He not
shit.
Prince. No,
Because
stop.
no
he
one
not.
can ever look.
I mean, he
gotta
don't
take-
resemble Prince
He
at all.
got both
Our-
of the combinations, bro, and that's what he was doing in
No,
this.
no.
So then, okay,
Son,
okay.
You don't know shit.
I
all you
just-
know
I
is
said
a
it.
little music, but you
I
don't
said
know.
Chris Brown
Bitch, you
is
said
Mike,
nothing. I said,
and then you
first.
said the Weekend was Prince.
And
I
you
didn't
agree
say
with that?
I
didn't say
agree
that.
with that. I said
I'll
yes.
rock with that.
No, I said for one.
You trying to
The
give both
Weeknd-
niggas can be each other nigga?
No. I said
Yeah.
Chris Brown.
But so
could.
you saying
And
saying
he
the
said,
Weeknd?
and
musically.
he said the Weeknd. No,
Musically.
we not separating musically.
Yeah.
We talking
See,
about who that
so what
person
you saying
was.
is-
That's
period.
what
All right, hold on.
That's
We
what I
got
did.
Because
to
Ariana
hold on.
Grande's music versus Mariah's music.
Come on, we doing that shit that we used to
they
do back in
not
the
here.
day.
I'm here.
We all got to talk at
Go ahead.
certain
I'm here.
time.
Go ahead.
So look, let me just say this, so then y'all can both answer. I say Chris Brown could be Michael Jackson. I say The Weeknd could be Michael Jackson and Prince.
No.
Stop. You're saying that Chris Brown could be Michael Jackson and Prince.
Yes.
He's saying
Wait. And I'm also saying that The Weeknd musically
could be Michael Jackson and Prince.
Not all around because he's not the performer that Chris Brown is.
It's
Right.
other
Michael
niggas that
Jackson
can
was a
be
perf-
musically.
I give
like
you
Michael
that.
Jackson
I give you that.
was a star because he's been a performer his
yeah.
whole life.
Like when I think of Prince.
I
think of Prince as a wildfire, but he didn't perform like crazy. He could do everything.
His name was Prince, son. All he had to do was show up.
His
He
name
didn't have
is
to
The
do
Weeknd.
shit.
Everything
Michael
matches.
Jackson earned it all.
So you
Prince-
see, so
Is it my
we got
turn?
what we think.
Is it my turn? Ask me now.
Yeah, okay. So
Son, respond to what I said. Don't just say what you got to say.
No, he was
Am
asking.
I wrong by
he was
saying
ask.
that?
He was asking everybody they stance.
Well,
I
this-
just
we both
asked
said it
me for
already.
mine.
I'm saying respond.
No.
Okay,
Ask
but
me
do
for
you-
mine.
Do you? And then
Go ahead, Boogie. Everybody get a chance now.
So yes, The Weeknd. Yes, get it. Weeknd, Prince. One name, synonymous with another name that don't mean shit at the end of the day. Then you got Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, the performer. We not separating shit. We talking about what Prince was and what Michael Jackson was. If we start separating musically, it's other niggas that sound like these niggas
No.
that we
it's
not
not.
mentioning.
No, it's not.
It
Oh,
is. It
oh,
is. It
you don't
is.
think it is?
We ain't got to go there.
I was about to say,
That's
come
another-
on, nah,
it
yeah,
is,
like.
but they-
So that's
but
why I
They
don't want to separate.
They don't have the
nothing.
leverage
Hold
of
on,
being in this
Time out.
topic.
Time
I'm
out.
with it, but
Time
I
out,
don't-
real
I just
quick,
don't
real
wanna
quick.
separate that
No.
part.
Listen, when you say sound like these, you talking about Prince and Michael Jackson, or you talking about Chris Brown and Weeknd?
It's Prince and Michael Jackson.
Okay.
It's other niggas that
I mean, but
sound
you gotta
like.
understand they grandfather.
Miguel has times where he'll have a Prince feel.
We're not going there. That's they granddaddies of the game. So
I'm
they
just saying, like,
everybody's
we've
supposed to
heard
sound
it.
like
We've heard it.
That's
Yeah.
not the argument. I
So-
thought you was talking about Chris Brown and the Weeknd because
I'm
these niggas
saying-
who sound like them.
Well, of course that, but I'm saying as far
'Cause,
as the next thing, like when people be like, "What's after Jordan? Kobe? What's after Kobe? LeBron?" The next thing
But
after
the
Michael
same feel,
Jackson,
though.
the closest thing we have is Chris Brown.
So Michael Jackson?
Yes,
But you don't
And who
think
do
Chris
we have
Brown
for
do no
Prince?
Prince shit?
Prince. The closest thing I feel, yes, is the Weeknd. The
You
type
don't-
of music, the type of
No,
vibe.
no. I'm asking you. Don't think Chris Brown do no Prince shit?
No, he does.
Have you seen the Take
but
You
he's
Down
not
video?
like he ain't like Prince.
Have you seen the Take You Down video?
Yes, that's very.
When he
that's
danced on
Michael-
a-
that's
that's-
a mixture, I guess, if you want.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm
But
saying.
that's
is
what
he
Michael
a
Jackson
perfect
did.
hybrid. I mean, Prince didn't do that.
He like Thriller. Thriller is like that.
I said Prince didn't do it.
But see, Prince,
I'm talking about
But see, Prince saying that
That's
take
why.
me down.
That's why
shit,
you saying
If-
Weeknd
if
is
Prince-
a Prince.
All right,
'cause Prince
hey,
is not the
hey,
performance.
Because he just singing
See who
it.
I'm
He
gonna
is.
stop
He
first.
He
show
just
up.
singing it with his chest out.
He
He ain't
show
even
up.
doing nothing.
He show up
I got
any
a good
good.
question for you, and I got a good question for you.
Before you get to that,
All right.
I got to correct you on one thing. 'Cause
What is
you
that?
said
Go ahead,
that
go
the
ahead.
motherfucking Weeknd compared to Prince was not something. But I'm like, nigga, they are exact. I hate that I
funny
didn't.
face.
I didn't want to cut
Because
you
I'm
off.
mad
when you
now. Like,
said
he
it.
stopped us.
All right, go ahead.
Couldn't remember.
Okay.
Couldn't remember shit.
Well, because
So
it
in the
was-
verses, okay, listen. So in the verses, now that we got both y'all opinions, we all see
Chris Brown.
No, it was Keisha Cole and
Chris Brown,
Ashanti.
No,
Chris Brown
no.
can't beat the Weeknd in the verse.
I was
That's
like,
what you gonna
ooh,
say.
stop.
It just won't
Don't
happen.
shut the fuck
no,
up, though.
Whoa,
So
Chris
we know
Brown
that.
would beat the Weeknd in the verses.
Duh, that's what I just. Well, I
Oh.
meant, my bad. No, I did say.
That's
Yeah, you
okay.
said it wrong.
How about this?
I
How about
meant to
this?
say the
Can I get
Weeknd
my
can't
question
beat Chris
off?
Brown. I'm
Even though
sorry.
y'all both
Go
agree,
ahead.
Go
I
ahead,
still
go
I
ahead,
still
go
want the world to know what I was about to ask.
I fucked up.
My question was, yes, in the battles, who you got? Do you got Chris
Versus not a battle.
versus the only one battle I got? Chris Brown
Battle.
versus The Weeknd. Who you got?
First of all,
And why?
We already said the only nigga who can take
Go
on
against
Drake,
Chris Brown is Drake.
Besides Lil Wayne is Chris Brown.
Yes, it.
And Chris Brown, a kid.
Wait, hold on. We said that Chris Brown got to battle Drake?
He has
Hell
to.
yeah.
Who got more? Who got just as many songs as him?
Nobody else out. The Weeknd ain't fucking with Chris Brown as far as songs. Weeknd got some shit, but his catalog.
Straight bangers.
Y'all really not fucking. So
Chris
so
Brown
y'all just,
catalog
So
been
you
up
just
here the
you
whole
just
time.
Xing The Weeknd out. He has no chance against Chris
He
Brown.
has no chance
no.
against Chris Brown.
No.
Absolutely
Hit for
none.
hit, no.
0%.
He can take
0%.
Is it because longevity,
Yes.
period.
And that the nigga
Just
been out since he
because
was
Chris
16.
Brown ain't
talent?
He been a hit
musically-
maker
mu-
since 16.
since Run It, Ain't none of that
Run
shit.
It, he
been
was
whack.
16.
None of it. Not one song.
He was 16.
Oh, okay. So
Not-
this is what I'm feeling. You
He
right.
got more.
I just y'all both
Not
brought me to
saying, not
realization.
saying, not saying
I
the
just
Weeknd
like
ain't
The
shit.
Weeknd more, but after I heard what you just had to say, yeah, you right.
Time out.
Chris Brown will
time
beat
out.
him.
What he said is they names didn't mean shit. The Weeknd and Prince, son, them is two great names. The
No.
Weeknd-
I said
know,
synonymous.
I-
synonymous.
No,
like
you said
he
I
got
know,
a symbol as
I
a
know,
name.
I know.
Prince
I know.
got a symbol
but I
as a
just
name.
wanted to let you know, son, you gotta understand.
They
Okay.
match.
Them word,
I got a better
them
than that.
compound word, one word compound word names.
You know what?
Are very well.
Chris
Prince
Brown is
one
more
word.
Michael
Prince is
Jackson.
one word. I was
But
about to
we-
say,
Chris
nigga,
Brown-
what?
hold on, hold on.
But you know what I'm trying to
Everybody
get
be
to.
quiet. Everybody be
Prince-
quiet.
Hey, Prince and The Weeknd are very powerful.
Everybody be
words
quiet
all
because
the
y'all
time.
right.
They are.
Chris Brown was a child when he first came out, like Michael Jackson.
16.
So he wins.
No, not like Michael Jackson, but
But,
it's similar.
let's just keep
That's what
going.
I'm saying. The
So-
similarities.
So now I got another one for y'all.
It's like
This
Lil
is-
Wayne
this,
versus
this is the one I
anybody.
feel like it could be a more even
Lil
debate.
Wayne versus anybody.
No.
It ain't just
I got
'cause he
a
the
better I got a
sweetest.
better one for y'all.
He been making sweet
The
shit for long.
Weeknd versus Neo. Who y'all got?
Neo.
We have to sit and think about it. I have to go through their catalog.
Just go ahead.
Neo's gonna beat him too.
Only reason because Neo
The,
didn't wrote.
Neo gonna beat The Weeknd?
Yes, because Neo didn't wrote some shit for Neo.
We're not talking about his wrote
The
shit
Yes,
that
we
he
are.
wrote shit.
Yes,
No,
we
I
are.
don't want that. I don't want that.
I ain't even doing that.
I want to
He
do
could've-
songs.
yeah, no,
that,
to the left,
He's
to
gonna
the
beat
left, Everybody. And I
Neo
ain't
wrote
saying
that?
that was my shit, but Neo
wrote that?
He the left.
Oh
part,
yeah,
to the
yeah.
left part,
Because
bitch.
when them old niggas did their verses, they played songs that they wrote.
To the left part, he
all right. Look, I want a Weeknd
I
to
wouldn't-
win. So
hey,
this
He
is
got
what,
like 4
Hey, wait,
songs for Beyonce.
but wait.
like,
In fairness, just to let you know,
The
even
Weeknd
without
can't beat
so-
Neo.
not even just musically, Neo has hits though. He got
Neo-
hits.
Y'all lying.
The
I
Neo
ain't with
got
y'all on
movies,
this one.
too. Neo got movies, too.
Chris Brown, even though I don't like him more than The Weeknd, I give y'all that.
The
Chris Brown
Weeknd-
won. Y'all telling me
The
Weeknd
Weeknd
can't
don't
beat
have
Neo?
that many hits though.
no, he
Weeknd?
does.
That
He does.
many hits.
He got hits, but you got
The Weeknd got hits, bro.
Neo got a hit
can't
right
name
now.
5.
And Neo been writing songs before The Weeknd
But
been out.
you
Come
can't
on, man.
name.
You can't
5.
take that from him.
Won't y'all just tell me the truth? Y'all really don't want The Weeknd to beat Neo?
You can't
I
name
love The
5
Weeknd.
Weeknd.
I don't know if you do, my
I would
nigga.
have to see that, but I know he can't fuck with Chris Brown.
I
can't
give
fuck
y'all
with
that. As
Song
I
for
thought about it, I was
song.
like, you know what? Chris
Song
Brown
for
had some.
song.
And I
can't
say,
fuck with
yo,
Neo.
I know you want to know, but excuse me, miss. Like, that nigga has some shit, dog.
Can't fuck with
Chris Brown was
You,
the shit.
you gonna remember more Neo songs than you can
The
Weeknd
Weeknd,
songs.
no, fuck you.
I am. I don't.
So stop.
I
What
fuck
are you
with
doing
Weeknd,
right now?
but I ain't never
He
listened
said,
to a
"What the
Weeknd
fuck are
CD.
you doing
I've
right
never listened to a Weeknd album. That just ain't.
What?
But I respect his shit and who he is and all his
His
shit. I
first
fuck
3
with him.
projects, only one song was really played on the radio. So like when I say
It
hits,
was a few.
like that's
it was-
where everybody
he got
gonna
about
know.
3,
All
4
right,
songs
all
that
right,
was
all
banging
right.
type shit.
I got one more challenge then. Y'all,
Okay.
I
I'm
see what
talking
y'all.
to the DJ.
Listen, it's crazy because the Weeknd is really that nigga, but it's like, look,
Okay, so now I got another one.
he
The
don't have a catalog
Weeknd
yet
versus
to fuck with
Tory
the-
Lanez.
because they didn't recognize him in the beginning.
First of all,
The Weeknd versus Tory Lanez. Who y'all got?
The
Weeknd
Weeknd.
This is my last one, and then I'm done.
The
but I like
Weeknd.
Tory Lanez a little bit more
The
commercially.
Weeknd.
Like I'm more entertained by Tory Lanez than
Tory
I am
Lanez
by-
doesn't win anything.
to me because I like certain. I like the.
think I like- who you
I
think I
like
like
the
more, The Weeknd or
well,
Tory Lanez?
Well,
Tell
you
the
know
truth.
you like the Weeknd.
I
'cause
don't
you
know.
like. We know you like the Weeknd.
I don't know.
That's
You,
why
You
you my
love
nigga,
the
dog.
Weeknd, but you like Tory Lanez.
he loved
You
Tory
know
Lanez
this.
too.
You like
love
Tory.
Tory Lanez.
You like Tory Lanez.
No, I love Tory Lanez.
You like some of
So
his
what
shit.
I
else-
will fight for Tory Lanez.
See what I'm saying? Look at all that
But if-
energy. He
but-
talking
but
about why I
if The
don't know
Weeknd was in
this.
a fight too, I'm fighting for that nigga.
I mean, the Weeknd,
my
his
God.
work speaks for itself. Tory Lanez shit been
This nigga is
mixtape and a
gay.
lot of it been.
Who you
secondary.
got?
I just told you, Weeknd.
And I ain't even
And
trying
I-
to
Over
be funny
Tory
with
Lanez?
it.
And I prefer
The
Tory
Weeknd.
Lanez music. It's just the Weeknd. I know he got the bigger songs. Like for one,
So you got-
in the
okay.
verses. Not saying personally, but
Right,
who
but-
would win the verses is what I'm saying.
Okay, so you just picking a
personally,
winner.
I like Tory Lanez better.
Okay, I
That's
feel
what
you.
I'm
I feel
saying.
you.
That's
You. Who you think will win and who do
Musically.
you choose? He say he choose Tory, but he
Weeknd.
know the Weeknd will win.
The
The
Weeknd.
Weeknd gonna win. Cause he
You
got
think The Weeknd would beat
cause
Tory Lanez?
The Weeknd is gonna win.
Son,
Of
he
course,
a pop star.
he'll thrash that nigga. Tory Lanez is out of here, man. It's
Man,
over.
Tory
Stop doing
Lanez-
that.
It's over, man.
I want The Weeknd to win, but I know how you doing it.
And The
I don't want that.
Weeknd wins, hands down.
Tory
you a
Lanez shot a
bitch.
bitch in the foot, and he didn't
Tory
shot the
Lanez
wrong
outta here.
bitch in the foots. Okay,
outta
he
here.
shouldn't have shot that bitch. He should have shot another bitch that we ain't know. And then
Nah,
Drop
he
the whole-
shoulda shot
He shot-
another bitch that
he
we
shot a
don't
savage
know.
in the foot.
Did The Weeknd drop a project without a hit song on it?
No, because even that song y'all like,
Tory
I don't like that.
Tory Lanez dropped the project without a hit
No,
song.
that
I
on
told
it.
had
y'all
a
he
hit.
should have never dropped
Which
that
one?
shit.
Which one was it? What was
It
the
was
hit?
the number.
He never
What
should
was
have
the
dropped
hit?
this
It
shit
was
this
the
year.
one that.
What's in your playlist right now from that Tory Lanez album?
That's,
I shot the bitch in the feet.
Oh, that first one.
Oh, that's the one you banged. The first one. That's the name of it. The first one by
I
Tory
really
Lanez.
don't know what it is, but I did download that shit. But he was
The
like,
first one. Dance, bitch.
okay.
When we shoot for the cap, no gown. I was in the back just loading up the 50 round. Yeah, we gon' lay 'em down. 10 scripts of green, I don't sell, bitch, I'm sipping out. When I blow the K, yeah, you ain't gon' make no sounds, no.